Yes, ma'am. Whenever you're ready.
Good afternoon. Welcome to today's code enforcement hearing. My name is Myrna Roche. I'm going to be your special magistrate today. This is a quasi judicial hearing, which means it's similar to court like you see on TV, or if you've ever been live to the real courthouse in downtown. However, the rules are less formal, and everybody who's here to speak in regards to a case will have the opportunity to do so. At this time, for those who are going to be providing testimony, I'm going to ask you to please stand up, raise your right hand for the taking of the oath. So you're going to say something, you're going to stand up, raise your right hand for the taking of the oath.
Okay, everybody's okay.
You swear from the testimony you're about to provide us the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Now, if we can go ahead and remain standing, let's go ahead and do the pledge of allegiance. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag, of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And with that, I'm going to ask the city to please call the first case.
All right. First case is under new business. Case number 19-00707, property address 189 Truxton Drive. This is for violation of section 151-04, work without a finalized building permit. Looks like there was a demolition and interior work that was done. The citation was issued on September 18th, 2023. They carried with it a fine of $100 that was paid. At this time, code enforcement would be requesting, since the ticket was paid, no appeal was requested. Code enforcement would be requesting just to affirm the initial penalty of per diem fine and cost of today's hearing, and no time to apply.
Right, so there is compliance and there is the amount for the ticket has been paid.
No, there's no compliance. They still have not obtained
Okay.
after the fact building permits.
Got it, no appeals. Yeah. Do we have somebody here in the audience for that case?
Maybe I should find out who has checked in so we can call them.
Yeah, who's present and who's not. Well, we already called that one, and since we don't have anybody here,
Oh, she has it.
let's go ahead and hear from the court officer in reference to service.
Okay, should we just proceed with this case?
It's up to you. I mean, we can go ahead. Since we already started my voter finish, and then we'll get to.
So, Inspector, please state your name for the record and discuss the details of the violation and provide proof of notice.
The city, on behalf of the city, Rosemary Noble. So this case was started on January 16, 2019. They had started working at the property with no permit, so a stop work order was placed. Some plans were submitted in February. However, that went nowhere. We decided to get a new contractor, but that never happened. In March, I went by the property and the same thing, they were working there without permits again. So again, they were told to stop working. I spoke to Carlos from BBC. He was supposed to take over the case at some point. But then at the last minute, the homeowner decided not to go through with it. And to date, we don't have a permit. So there was a whole demolition done and interior work, a whole new renovation. The citation was posted and mailed via certified mail. Ending at 8091-3570. I did receive the green card back, but it wasn't signed. I posted a mail to comment on January the 26th. He had stated to Carlos, because he wanted Carlos to get back on the case, that he would be here, but I guess he couldn't make it.
And what was the last check for, permit applications and permit, history?
Today,
Nothing, right?
nothing.
All right, and, checking again, is anybody here for 189 Truxton Drive? All right, based on that, there's no audience. Do you have anybody by Zoom today?
No, none.
Appearances. Oh, what is the city requesting?
City would be requesting $100 per diem fine and costly amount of $150.
I hereby find that there was proper service and that the violation as stated in the citation did exist and continues to exist. One-time fine was paid, right?
It was paid.
So it's hereby noted that one-time fine has been paid. However, there still has been no compliance, and as such, I'm going to, no type of compliance.
The city would request no time.
Okay, the basis that this is a 2019, and they've been on notice regarding, the violation, and we are here now in 2024. I'm gonna go ahead and grant the city's request for immediate compliance and grant the request for $100 a day until the violation is corrected, and granting the city's request in the amount of $150 in fees and costs incurred by the city regarding this case and bringing it to magistrate.
Next case on the agenda for which someone is attending the hearing for is number 3. That's case number 23-0719. This property address 610 De Leon Drive. The owner is Christina Mayra Cuas. This is for violation of section 71-04. Inoperable vehicle on the property. The citation was issued on November 8th, 2023, carried with a fine of $100. It has not been paid and no appeal was received. It's on hearing today, brought by code enforcement in order to have the violation affirmed and a running fine and costs imposed. We will need a translator for today.
She's available. Señor, adelante.
We do that, let me swear in the interpreter, which you are from you're going to translate from English to Spanish and from Spanish to English, the best of your ability. Right, and then, sir, did you not take the oath earlier?
Yes, he did. Yes.
Yes. That's right. We want to go ahead and get testimony from the court officer, this new business.
For Inspector, please discuss the details of the violation and provide including notice.
Yes, for the city, Rosemary Noble. This case was started by Officer Borrego back in June of 2023. So violation notice was mailed on the 29th of June, 2023. In November, I observed the same inoperable vehicle, a dark green Silverado with an expired tag, parked on the swale, and inoperable. On November the 8th, a citation was posted and mailed via certified mail 8091-0029. As of
Inspector, the vehicle was inoperable because it had, it was not in working condition. In other words, you could tell the grass growing around it was beyond what is usually allowed. Tires were flat. And did the owner ever tell you that this vehicle in fact does not work?
he did,
Okay,
he did tell me.
thank you.
So the summons was posted on February 26, 2024. Where I did meet with Vero at the properties. He told me he would be here today. So as of today, the vehicle remains parked on the square.
Photos or anything you would like to submit to the magistrate? Okay.
But the citation as we have it though is just for the derelict vehicle without tax, fire tax, correct? Not because of the village park as well.
Right, it's just, it's not so much that it was the expired tag, it's just. the fact
Is
that
as well, this happens to be more evidence because of the growth. Got it. All right, sir, please state your name and relationship to the case, please.
Wilfredo Hernandez.
And what's going on with this vehicle?
Well, the vehicle became damaged. The starting engine damaged.
He ha tenido los mecánicos que han ido a ver el carro y no han ido a verlo, no han regresado. El caso está de que nuestro niño que va sujetado con el arranque se quedó y que va dentro.
So two mechanics have gone over to look at the car, they haven't returned. The problem is that there's a screw that belongs to the starting engine that became loose and it's stuck there.
Pero hoy, ya que estoy viendo de que voy a enviar.
So I'm gonna sell it since I see that the city has a problem with it.
Yeah, because obviously though, because you don't have the registration and it's not in working condition, you have to either you have to remove it to the property or get it into working condition and register it.
Okay,
El seguro, el carro tiene seguro.
the
sí.
car is insured.
La placa sí está vencida. Seguro lo tiene.
It has insurance, but the tag is expired.
Well, the insurance for the city's purposes, that's not part of the violation, it's a matter that it's, one, it's not registered. And two, it's not in working conditions. So the ordinance in the city does not allow for a derelict car. No functioning car that is not registered to the city of side. So I can, when we do the order, we can give you some time to go ahead and try to get it removed or sold. Towed somewhere, whatever you need to do. But unfortunately, it's not going to be never ending. There's gonna be it's gonna be a small amount of time for you to deal with them. It's like 4. But I am gonna go ahead and give you some. Do we have a recommendation?
City would recommend. Two weeks, okay. The city would recommend 2 weeks, one-time fine of $100 to be affirmed, per diem fine of $100 and court cost amount of $150.
Actually, the city's recommending for for that car to be removed in 2 weeks. Or for you to go ahead and get that car up and running and register within 2 weeks. It's a matter of getting into compliance and those are the two things that you have. If you don't comply, the city's requesting for a per diem, which means every day that car is derelict without registration and not working, sitting outside the property. You're gonna get fined $100 every day.
So I have to, even if I renew the tag, I have to move the car.
The problem is that it's not in working condition. If it was in working condition and the matter was just the registration, then yes, it would find you for just getting the registration. So there's two things. So I mean, I don't tell people what to do. All I say is you need to get into compliance. So it would be, the two issues that we have is one's not working, the other one's not registered. You're free to do whatever you want. All right, so I'm gonna hereby find that there was proper service under the violation, stating the citation did exist and continues to exist. And imposing the one-time fine of $100 as stated in the citation, ordering the property owner to come into compliance within, I'm gonna do 3 weeks, I'm gonna give you one more week, 3 weeks. To come into compliance, otherwise $100 a day until the violation is corrected. Okay. If it's not corrected within that 3-week time period, the per diem is gonna be $100 a day until the violation is corrected. I'm also granting the city's requesting amount of $150 in fees and costs incurred by the city regarding this case and bringing it to magistrate. There's gonna be an order that is going to go ahead and get entered, and I'm gonna sign it, and you're gonna go ahead and receive that, okay? So you don't wanna wait until that order is complete. You know what the problem is, and the longer you wait, it's, the $100 will add up very quickly, and those 3 weeks go by fast.
Is that all?
I think so, yes. That's all, thank you. Good luck.
Next case is case number 4, case number 22-0128.
Jose? I'm so sorry, if I may. Does anybody else need a translator for this process? ¿Alguien más necesita un traductor para este proceso? No? Sure, if you're willing to, or you can use her services. Yeah, you're okay. Si quiere irse, if you wanna go. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jose. I'm so sorry for the interruption.
The next case is number 4 on the agenda, case number 22-0128, property address 351 Wren Avenue. This is for violation of section 151-04. Work performed without a finalized permit. This was a kitchen and door that was completed. The violation remains uncorrected. The citation was issued on March 23rd, 2023. It carried with it $100 initial penalty. It was never paid, and no appeal. The request for a hearing was received. Code enforcement is bringing it to affirm the initial penalty. Grant time for compliance. The magistrate wishes to do so. Impose a per diem fine and those costs as well.
Here from the court office.
Inspector, please just introduce yourself, discuss the nature of the violation, and as well as proof of notice.
So on behalf of the city, Rosemary Noble. So on February the 15th, 2022, at around 6:45 p.m., I was actually working late that night. I heard some work being performed inside the property, but I wasn't able to gain access. So I went back on the next day. I did observe a new door opening at the rear and old kitchen cabinets. There was no answer at the front door. So I went ahead and I mailed and I posted the notice of violation. On the 17th of February, I met with the homeowner, Delisa Arias, at City Hall. I explained that the work being done required a permit, even just the removal of kitchen cabinets and the expansion of the door opening at the rear. She at that point told me that she was a general contractor and that she would be submitting plans. Ms. Arias was to meet with building official permit specifications. As of today, I don't have a permit. There was a citation posted on March 23rd, 2023 for $100. It was posted and mailed via return receipt 8091-6014. Citation not paid. On 1/26/24, I posted and I mailed the summons to appear. Via return receipt 8091-0180. So again, as of today, I don't have any permits.
And no permit application either.
No.
The rest of the record, I asked you to have before me the pictures. Do we have somebody here in regards to this piece? All right, coming up, state your name and relationship with this piece. My name is Delisa Diablo. And there's this door that was put in without permits and get some work. Has there been any permit applications submitted?
But, well, no, we did the plans are now living here and being out of the town for the last 6 months. Okay. So I just, the land is sort of getting a hand, but so this my intention is for the.
Okay. Because you had the door, then you had some of the interior renovations, so that.
It was an interior renovation and explained to her that day that yes, as a general contractor, I have cabinets and I would probably to also my backyard. Okay, and yes, we changed the door, we had a problem in the door, and that's pretty much what we did. Okay, so the plans as with my engineer, as I said, I went just out of the town, yes, I haven't been able to submit it, but I'm conscious about that.
All right, so then it includes the kitchen then, though, right?
Sorry?
It includes, you're gonna include the kitchen, because otherwise, if you leave the kitchen out, it's.
No, we didn't have any work for the kitchen.
Did you say that there were some cabinets?
It was a cabinets at the bathroom. So that's what she really did, and I explained to her that it was not belongs to the house. Pretty much.
So what you're saying is that the cabinets that are there were not removed from the property, so.
There was a room for the property. So what we did, it was the backyard, the door, so we changed the door.
We put on the, we were able to see the cabinets inside, not just the ones outside.
No. I didn't have access inside.
So it was just the old cabinets were just being stored outside.
Right.
Circumstantial.
Yeah, no, I get it, but I mean, if she said, she can see, and she can sit inside, that's, but she does have the door.
Okay. It is my best, and I'm going to do that.
No, that's okay, that's, yeah, no, that's okay, it's not a matter of that, I mean, you would have known about, about having to get a permit. And why would it be taking so long then to go ahead and get plans taken care of?
To be honest, personal reason, I was sick for a long time and then I was in Europe, during the study and, I just landed yesterday.
So does she need it's a door? Does she still, I mean, I know it's a rudimentary, like a very simple sketch, but it doesn't sound like it's to the extent that she would be needing an engineer.
Well, she expanded it, right? I
did
did not expand it, and
No.
if you see, I didn't any expansion, if you see the records of my property. You don't have any microfilm real, you have the shape of the house, exactly the same shape of the house. We have the permit for the windows, impact windows and roof, that the permit is pretty much if you check the records of the house. So I have to, well, the only door it wasn't with impact door, it was exactly that door. So it wasn't
So where I'm confused about it, if it's just the door and you're a GC, you know the process. So it seems to me like sending it, I mean, again, you do whichever way you want. But it seems to me that there would be no need for there to be a delay in having an engineer draw plans for a swap of the doors, which gives me the sense that there's more to it than just a door.
No, the problem is, you see the house, the door is here from the kitchen and the terrace, the door is right there, and the walls and stairs, landing stairs, and we have that door in really bad condition.
Okay,
So when we bought the house back in 2018, the entire house has a been windows, except that door. And the door was loose, it was totally loose, so that day, so we changed the door, like, okay, let's change it, and I didn't really, I had a door, one door. From one of my projects and just put the doors before have any problem, that's why I didn't submit any permit in that moment, it was already was over. I understand, we have to submit permits and do everything, but I do. That's what I'm saying, so now I have to put. The reality, I have to remove the door and I put a new one with impact door, with the one I have is already a whole door for a whole job. So. That's what I sent it to my engineer and please to change that and submit the plans.
all right, so the reason I ask all these questions, like I said before, is if you resolve the violation whichever way you want to. But I consider in the process of what needs to get done to correct the violation, how much time I'm gonna give her. And it seems to me that under these circumstances, it shouldn't be that big of a deal, but we're just talking to different door.
I mean, yeah, just right there, I had an mental emergency, with my liver. And, I'm being in treatment for a long time, and I'm very bad shape. And then after that, in October, I moved to France. For a few months, besides doing some study, getting for medical reasons. So I can show you my passport, I just found it yesterday. And my company was here and he said, hey, listen, you have this, and that's why I came. I didn't have chance to pick up my plans or do the rest. So that's what I'm saying. Yes, I understand. That's my depression. That's what I do every day. And unfortunately, it happened to myself after 20 years practicing the profession. So ironically, in Spanish, casa reducir palo. So I'm so sorry for that. But, well, if you give me the opportunity, I will see the plans. And actually, that's what I know, that I have my records in my house and the microfilms and everything in order to have it. So if you give me the chance, I will submit it this same way with that plan.
How backed up is the city with getting, especially some things in the door?
I just asked that question. They said they could, have it, back
No.
in 30 days.
That's what I'm thinking about, just doing 30 days to go ahead and getting, because I mean, it's a store.
Right, so we would be dismissing anything with respect to the kitchen, just taking everything over, but for it should be fairly quick.
Okay. So, so it's been high, expectation of 100, because for, what is the, doing the normal way? What is the city's recommendation?
That the initial, the one-time fine be affirmed of $100, per diem, 30 days be provided for compliance. $100 per diem fine and $150 the court cost.
Yeah, you're right, finding there was proper service and the violation stated in the notice of violation, at least as it belongs to the door. Did exist and continue to exist. I'm hereby imposing the one-time fine as stated in the citation of $100. Or the property owner to come to compliance within 30 days, otherwise visit fine of $100 a day until the violation is corrected. And granting the city's request in the amount of $150, increasing costs incurred by the city. Regarding this case, I'm bringing it to Magistrate. So you'll get an order in the mail. So 30 days should be pretty straightforward.
Thank you so
You're
much.
lucky.
Have a good afternoon.
Next case is. I think that's the fine reduction case. Over here, okay. The next case is number 5 on the agenda, case number 22-0671, property address 1161 Wren Avenue. This is for a violation of section 151-04, work done without a finalized permit. This citation was issued on November 13th, 2023. Here with it a $200 fine, initial penalty that was not paid, and no request for hearing was received. The violation remains uncorrected. Inspector, please discuss what type of work was done without a building permit and provide proof of notice.
So actually, I got called out to this property by Public Works because there was a lot of construction debris in the alley. When I went by, I saw that they were working inside. I posted a stop work order on July the 6th, 2022. I spoke to the homeowner via phone. I explained the violation and he was supposed to contact Ulysses, our building official, and send photos of the interior work that had been done. As of today, I haven't received it. He told me he did send the photos. I haven't received them yet. So I'm waiting on that. On May 17, 2023, there's still no permit. So citation was issued on November 13, 2023. It was posted and it was mailed, it was posted and mailed, certified mail return receipt 80910067. As of January 23rd, 2024, there are still no permits, so the case was referred to the special magistrate. On January 26th, I posted and mailed the summons to appear via certified letter, return receipt 80910173. On the 30th, I spoke to Mr. Palacios via phone. He told me that he would be getting a survey because there is another open case for him that he's gonna be taking care of. So he came and got a copy of a survey that we had on file, and I believe he got it recertified for that other work. He told me that he would be on jury duty this week, however, he was able to make it, so welcome. And so I did receive a copy of the green card, signed, but still, no permit. As of today.
All right, and I believe we have a respondent. Someone else state your name and relation to the case.
Magistrate,
Were you sworn in?
no, he was not, yes.
Raise your right hand. Do you swear from the testimony you're about to provide is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Please state your name and relation to the case, please.
Mario Palacios, Paul.
And sounds like you are aware of the violations while you're here.
Yeah.
In terms of the building without a permit. Where are you at in applying for those building, for that building permit?
Well, it was just the kitchen had a drop down seating over one of the cabinets. We just took that off, it's something that I didn't get to contact the contractor or anybody else. I just did it with my boys and that was it.
Okay, so you still need a building permit to go ahead and.
And I never removed the cabinets, it was just a drop down seating, just sheetrock, a couple things of metal.
Still need it,
Really?
still need it.
You could ask the inspector.
Is it in the building in your ordinance?
Yes, as for the commercial, yes, of this report. Yeah, I was waiting on the photos, just.
I mean, I have the photos, I
But,
sent it to her via text, so I apologize if you didn't get them. If you'd like to take a look, maybe see.
Just like that.
Yeah.
I don't have the city phone with me, that's why, so. But you sent it to me.
Yeah.
And then it's just the phone.
Yeah, you see the lighting? See the lighting right there, from like cabinets, so it drops from where to where. There was a, like, she walked here, so that barrel on the back, that's the original wall from the house. So what we did, I guess, when we redid the kitchen cabinets, they steps that there wasn't any wall beside. They just built a little drywall, that's what I'm saying, right down here. That's what the old seating was. But the original seating was there, it was never removed, it was never added, and it was there.
There was more understand on that build, sounds like.
Yeah, it was just what I took down the kitchens, the drop down. And I just, like I said, I did it with my boys, just to make the aesthetically, the top of the nicer and bigger. Eventually, when we do the kitchen, so go out all the way to the top. If you look here.
I just found this out recently.
Yeah, we just started, it's been a little difficult. You see the wire right there, from the previous one. So that was hiding that back there. One of the things that we took down on the others.
Well, and as far as I know, it does require a permit, I will go ahead and show that to you this week. I'll get out for the next case.
Okay. So I don't want to pursue with that one if we're in doubt. For some of the work that he did.
Would you like to?
Go ahead and table
To consult with the building official?
it. Because
I
now,
can email it to her and release it tomorrow or tonight.
and then if it needs to get back, we can bring it back, or if there's any doubt that it does mean or doesn't mean, I'd rather not enter an order and then give them the opportunity to sort it out, because if you yourself don't know. I think it needs to go ahead and get resolved. So we're gonna go ahead and table that. I'm not gonna do anything with the case, so until that gets resolved, and we'll proceed from there. Perfect, so I'm gonna set this one aside, let's go ahead and call the other one. That's why you have a, just that,
Yes.
So the next one is for him as well.
so it's like number 6, we did end it.
Okay, so this is case number 6, case number 22-0672, same property address, 1161 Wren Avenue. This is for a violation of section 93-13, maintenance of the property by the owner. Still shows as not having been corrected. The citation was issued on November 13, 2023. It carried with it $100 initial penalty that has not been paid, and no request for an appeal was received. Inspector, please discuss the nature of the violation and give any updates if there are.
Okay, so on July the sixth, 2022, again, I was sent out by Public Works for the construction debris in the alley. I never got a call back and, I really didn't see anything more until November when I went back out and because Public Works again called me. And said that there was construction debris, there was some stones, rocks, in a pile. So, again, it's a repeat, so a citation was posted, on November the 13th, 2023. It was posted and mailed, certified mail 8091-0074. And on January the 26th, 2024, and I posted and mailed the summons to appear. The certified mail 8091-0203. On January 30th, I spoke with Mr. Palacios. He told me that he would take care of the rocks in the alley. And again, we went over the whole thing with the jury duty, but he's here. You've seen the signed green card. I went by there today and I didn't see it taken care of, but he has since sent me a picture. I did see that one where the rocks have been removed.
Okay. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and hear from the property owner. State
I
your
mean,
name
I wasn't aware that it was just a stones that, you put around the edge for aesthetic looks. And I just took a bunch and I put them out there because I had when they come to pick up the big garbage, it keeps hitting my fence and they yanked it out already a couple times. So that side of the fence, and I had issues with the dog actually escaping me from there. So I had put it there, the extra rocks to cover the fence. I just haven't had a chance to get to it. My daughter was married recently and the wedding, thank you, in the wedding and work and everything, I just haven't had the time. So I went ahead after work today, after I left here, I had my kids go and, move the rocks over and make sure that the piles spread and even, and covering the fence so that way the dog doesn't get out.
All right,
Hopefully the city, when they pick up the crane, won't go so deep as to damage the fence again.
all right, so based on the picture you saw, there is compliance.
Right, I had talked to Public Works and they told me that it would be okay that he spread it out. So, yes.
Actually, the rocks have to use along the fence and all.
I got pictures of it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so based on that, what is the city requesting, considering that there is compliance?
For the citation to be affirmed, there is $100 citation pending.
But no time to comply, no per diem. And consider requesting
Just the initial penalty
just for one time, no hundred.
and costs,
It-
initial penalty and costs.
Okay. Alright, so hereby find that there was proper service. And that the violation as stated in the notice of violation did exist, however, it has been corrected, and as such, I'm going to impose the one-time fine of $100 for the citation. And I'm gonna, grant the city's request, I'm gonna go $150, and the rest of the costs incurred by the city, in this case, and bring it to magistrate. So, you're compliant with that one. Now it's just a matter of getting, the one-time fine on the one that taken care of. Yeah. Okay, and the other one she'll,
Within 30 days, or is there a time frame for it to pay?
well, it's usually the 30 days, we can put that in the order we want. 30 days. That's it,
That's
you're done. Other than say just with Marie about the The other one.
Tomorrow, tomorrow. Okay,
So I'll send you the use.
okay.
Yeah, 'cause it sounds like it's one of those like metal that have like the metal frame.
That metal framing, and they just exposed rock on it. That was it. I mean, aesthetically, it looked nice.
Got it.
Thank you.
Alright, good luck to you, thank you. Alright, next case.
Okay. So the next case is case number 22-0291. This is property address 580 La Villa Drive. This is for a violation of section 150-145 vacation rental ordinance. The citation was issued on March 28th, 2022. Inspector, please state your name for the record and discuss the nature of this violation. And the status of, as to whether or not it's in compliance or not. Thank you.
We have the city of the Valdivia and we have Officer Borrego. And mentioned day, March 29th, 2022. Officer Borrego posted and mailed a ticket to a property for vacation rental, which needs the business are received and it's an application. And nothing has been done on that, it's still it's not, the ticket is not paid. And they have 150 lien on the for the ticket not paid. And the case was given to me, I sent the summons of here. Because there is nothing on the in this case that has been done by the owners of the property.
Special magistrate.
Yeah.
This case was actually previously heard. However, the code enforcement can provide you the date of the hearing and an order was entered, but it was limited to a one-time fine. And the violation continued to exist. So there was a mistake made.
It was on purpose.
It was on purpose.
It was on purpose. I remember that. I remember that because the second time we were one time, because the next violation, that was a repeat. And it keeps going into repeats every time, for every day that we, every time it's out of compliance. It gets a new case, which the fine increases. There was actually, I remember this was actually did it by design, so that it could be brought up as a new case every time there's compliance. So they got hit with so many fines, they would actually go ahead and get it taken care of.
Okay, so it was, so
Because
there's,
it's done, there's an extended time period of.
right, there was two components. There was the actual rental, but it was more on the advertising, holding it out without a registration, which continued to exist. So what they can do is, being that we brought it under the same case number. And the original inspector is not here with us anymore.
It's just citing them again under a new case number.
So we need a new case number.
And every time for, if it's done with, technically every day could be a new case.
Right, so, okay, so we're gonna withdraw that and leave the original fine, which was recorded as a lien against the property. And we'll commence a brand new case number for sewer levy fund.
Going to the reasoning that every time it doubles.
Yes.
Okay, so this one's stable. Actually, it's on, this one just say that is.
Okay, so the next case on the agenda is, the next case for which someone is present are under fine reductions, case numbers.
That were once followed.
Are they good?
Anyone
Check
here
this
for
one.
41 Swallow Drive?
Are you for I think it's the 580?
Are they in this year?
Yeah.
Okay.
Check the sign-in sheet.
I know the gentleman back there on the corner with, the lady on the corner on this side, they were the first ones here, they've been here for a little bit, so I don't go ahead and find out what they said.
580.
Now, the 580 La Villa,
Yeah.
we just heard
Okay,
that.
that's the one we just did, so that was not getting heard, we went through it.
Yeah,
from
no
the
action
agenda.
being taken on that.
Which is not good, because right now you're renting the property and it's not advertised. And there's an order that hasn't been complied with, there's a lien on the property because of that order that wasn't complied with. And the city's about to go ahead and start doing a new case for every day it's out of compliance, and every time there's a new case, the fine doubles up because you're a repeat. So the rate you're going, you're gonna end up with the city pretty much owning the house. If you don't come into compliance. So right now, the case on the agenda that was brought before me, that was from a previous order that was entered. And it was withdrawn for that reason, because I want to go ahead and make sure that it gets done as a new case. So that if there's no compliance still with the old case, it doubles the fine. And then the next time, that fine doubles again. And then the next time, guess what happens? Doubles again. Next thing you know, you're gonna be paying $5,000 a day for being out of compliance. So yeah, you probably wanna go ahead and get it in compliance.
Okay, so there's,
You wanna go ahead and talk to one of the code officer to go ahead and provide your explanations. But I'm letting you know that it has been withdrawn, so your case is not gonna be heard today, and I'm going to do why. Okay? I can't hear you from that far away. All right, let's go ahead and call.
no, she could contact.
You can contact the code office
Anytime.
and they'll explain it to you.
Rosemary, or Carlos, I'm so sorry, Carlos Valdivia.
Do
Carlos Valdivia.
you have a card for them?
Yeah. I'm concerned about her. First time she knew hands on a bunch of time. I don't understand, so. There was a lot.
They have-
talking and pointing.
Do you have the contact information for
I
him?
think we have enough.
Carlos, do you have a card that we can give him? Yeah, just go ahead
Yeah.
and we can give him a
So
card.
they're all pointing here, but she's. Here. And we just talked about doubling, that's the reason. I'm not lost.
We can proceed with the next case.
Let's go ahead and call the next one.
My. Okay, is there anyone here for 665 Albatross?
Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
yes, please, go story.
And I don't think you were sworn in.
Oh, okay.
Raise your hand.
Oh, I do. Yeah.
Yes, you in there? You swear from the testimony you're about to provide the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
I do.
All right, let's go ahead and hear from the city and then the code officer, and then you'll get your chance.
Okay, this is for a fine reduction, which was requested by the property owner, the applicant.
Actually, beat that backwards then. Okay, go ahead, yeah. Go ahead.
This is case number, for the record, this is case number 20-00092, property address 665 Albatross Street. It was a violation of section 151-04. Work done without a permit, building permit. I could, I'll turn it over to code to get the history of the case and when they.
Hi, Rosemary Noble for the city. So this case was heard back in, July 11, 2023. He had 30 days to comply, but he was a no-show. So $100 per day fine, was started on August 11, 2023. The permit for the deck and the pergola that were removed was finalized on December the 6th, 2023. So fine reduction hearing was requested. So far, let's see that. I did receive an email from him, requesting a fine reduction. So he was, out of compliance for 118 days, which is a little over 3.5 months. So that equals $11,800. Now, he is entitled to a 60% discount, or is that the right word, from the city, which it would be $7,080, which brings it down to $4,720, plus the $150 admin fee, the $100 citation, it wasn't due, and $150 in lien fees, which would be collected at finance when the order was liened. So the total is $5,120, which is as of today. Or actually,
$5,120.
$5,120.
Can I speak for myself?
Yes, let's go ahead and hear from you. Please state your name and relationship. to the case.
My name is Patrick Nolan. I'm the owner of the property with my
Okay.
wife. So we have the pergola and we were aware that, you know, it was gonna need to come down. we go out of town, so sorry, that property is, we own it now, not to rent the property. And so we had tenants there. We were out of town when the summons to the hearing came and our tenants never told us about it. They could receive the summons and never told us about it. So that's why I no showed at the first hearing. And I had no idea that there was a hearing and I had no idea that fines were accruing. I only found out that several months later, my tenant said, oh, you got something in the mail and it looks like it's from the city. So I opened it, I was like, holy moly, there's a lien and like $100 a day. So I'm not sure if there's communication records with Ms. Nova, but you will find that once I found out that this was happening, I got in compliance within a week of time. And as soon as the pergola came down, and as soon as I was in compliance, I reached out immediately. So, I mean, from my perspective, obviously, I mean, all told, I believe I was not out of compliance for 3 months because I honestly didn't know. And I need to, I know there's paperwork I need to file where the owner of that house from now on, all communications will come to our house where we live, which is on top. So that happens, it won't happen again. And I'm throwing myself at your mercy.
Alright, so this is the part of the hearing, it happens just about every single hearing where I have to explain that my job is to go ahead and take the ordinance as it's written, take the facts as they exist, and mesh them together.
Okay.
So in this jurisdiction, the most reduction you can get is at 60%, basically taken off the bill. So you had $11,800 in fine, accrual of fines.
Okay.
So when that reduction of the 60%, which is $7,080, that comes out to $4,720. That's the most the city will allow a reduction for. It's 5. And then you have the admin fee of $150, which was also part of the order, and the citation, which is $100, which was already hooked into the citation when the first case, when the case first opened. And then $150 for the lien fees, because it's already been reported and they have to go ahead and do all the withdrawals and their attorneys involved and all that good stuff. That total comes out to $5,120.
Oh, there's
So
no-
it will not go down anymore.
Okay, even if you were to start the clock at a different time period?
I don't get, that's something that is outside of what I can. It's outside of what I can do, because again, it's not by ordinance. But I have to obey the ordinance in the same way that you have to. Change things, okay? Now, typically, it's gonna be 30 days for payment to be issued.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's gonna revert back to the full amount and then there can be no reduction, so it's a one shot deal.
Is there any way to do it, is it set up a payment program like for?
Sometimes, and I was actually gonna ask the city if they'd be okay with maybe like a 60-day.
The city has no objection to extending the time frame.
Okay.
But you can check with finance and they can set you up on a payment plan.
That would be great, okay.
So I do it that way instead of putting it in the order, because I usually try to put it in the order, that way it's set. That if it's not paid by X date, it reverts.
Would you propose a specific time frame?
And this is something I would talk about with my wife, but I'm, fairly good, we're at partner, so I would feel like, do it in a timely fashion.
I think the
Not a
most,
reasonable fashion.
I think based on the amount, the most it would be like 6 months. I was gonna suggest 3 because it's but if
Okay.
3 or 6. I mean, it's complied with already, so it's just a matter of.
Right, but if I'm certain, actually, we wouldn't have to do any objection either, who's.
That would be.
Yeah, let's go ahead, why don't we do 6, but with the caveat that if you don't pay the full amount,
Of course.
it's gonna revert back.
Right, 6 months.
So we're gonna go ahead and do 6 months. That part. I just do it blanket, and theoretically, I can give you 6 months and you can just go ahead and win the lottery tomorrow and say, you know what, I'm just gonna pay it in one sitting. That's up to you, like I said before, I don't dictate how you guys do this, I just
Okay,
enter my order, so, okay. So, I hereby find that, there's good cause and that under the ordinance, the lien, $11,800 in its fines, will be reduced to 60%, which is $7,080, leaving, the amount of $4,720 plus $150 admin fee for fees and costs incurred by the city, and then $100 in the citation, plus the $150 in the lien fees that will be incurred by the city regarding, the recordings and all this stuff, really. Not a reduction for a grand total of $5,420, which shall be paid within 6 months. Otherwise, the amount will revert back to the original amounts due and will not be eligible for a reduction ever again.
All right, so now do I need to go to finance tomorrow or how do we? When you?
Whenever you don't care.
You should be getting an order in the mail as well, but you could also.
Yeah.
Do some finance as well.
Outstanding. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'll update your case, everything will be in there, if you go tomorrow, okay, thank you.
Bye.
Which is the next case, that they're here for?
Well, here, we can just send the man and the lady there, where the next one's up. So they've been here for a little bit as well, and then over there. I think they were here before you were.
So what?
You guys were here first?
Yes,
Okay, so let's go ahead.
okay, that's the next one I have. Yes. So,
So we'll do that one,
the
and
next case on the agenda for which the property owners are here for is case number 20-01666, property address 671 Wren Avenue. This was for a violation of section 151-04, application for building permits. I will have I would ask the inspector to advise on the violation, the date that it came into compliance, as well as the applicable reductions.
Yeah, on behalf of the city, Rosemary Noble. This case was, brought to hearing on December the 5th, 2023. The homeowner was not present. He was given 30 days to comply. For a $100 to be fine with the inverse. Plus the $150 admin fee and the $100 citation. The homeowner applied for the fence permit via process number 23-1470 on December 18th, 2023. On the 5th of January, I spoke with the building official regarding the approval of the plans for the fence and the gate. Ulysses Fernandez went ahead and approved the plans since the inspector that normally approves them wasn't available. On January the 9th, 2024, the fence inspection had failed. Trial with the rolling gates, it was later worked out. The permit was finalized on, let's see now. On January the 17th, 2024. It was 13 days after the compliance date. So for the 13 days at $100 per day is $1,300. They are can get up to 80% deduction, which would be $1040, leaving them a total of $260. Plus the $150 admin fee, the $100 citation, and the $150 lien fee is a total of $660.
right, then, so we have the homeowner, give someone else, state your name. And you get to the page, please.
Then it's Ricardo José, and basically, you allow them to explain myself.
Yes.
Okay, basically, this is an old case, it's not to tell you that. I did, when she told me that I was going to be, for myself, I was going to be out of town. And I spent that to her, she asked for an email. And I did send her the email, but I think the case came before you regardless, and you made that decision. I was out of town, even though I was out of town, I had a surveyor coming to my property and did everything I could do. I got back in town on the 18th. I picked up the survey, and applied for the permit, and we took the city, until the 5th. That's the day that the client started work to get
permit, to be very perfect. I did have an issue because I had to hire someone else, I had to pay extra to expedite his work. Long story short, I mean, this should have never come before you. She had I guess, the choice of not bringing it before you, the decision, but she decided to bring it before you for a decision. It is what it is now. So whatever you can do, and for what I just heard you told the other gentleman, there's nothing you can do.
Yeah, it's, at least you get the 80% of the,
Yeah.
you guys
Can we
live in the
do-
property.
Yeah.
But the whole thing about having a choice, that's
No, no.
it's cited, and you have been in violation since 2020.
I understand that.
So for you to say that.
I also have some personal problems, you know, that's all built.
I get it, but just saying that she had the choice, but she decided to do it, like it was in her power to do it. Or that she did it maliciously, or that, that the hearing proceeded without you being present, and that she. I mean, again, you were in violation since 2020, I mean.
Yeah. No problem. Seems to be so with, so. I guess, whatever it is, right?
Could you give me those numbers again?
Thank you.
Because I think you had, well, I haven't entered the order yet.
Okay, so,
It was, I know it's 260. I heard the
Yeah,
260 was
from
on
1,300, you can remove the 80%, so that's, $1,040. Leaves it at $260.
Yeah.
And then the other stuff that we can't, you know, touch, which is the
100,
admin fees, the
150.
citation and the lien fees. 150, 100, and 150
That's
is a total of 660.
And the fact that I paid $225 violation when I was pulling the permit, isn't that part of this other charging?
which one is, what was it?
When I was pulling the permit, I was
It's
charged.
separate.
a violation.
That's your permit, see, that you paid that back in 2020 when you were supposed to have full permit. Okay. So. Based on the ordinance. I'm gonna go ahead and grant the reduction to the $260 plus the $100 amount, one-time final citation, $150 in fees and costs incurred by the city regarding the case, and $150 regarding the lien fee. That leaves a total of $660. I'm gonna go ahead and reduce it to that amount, $660. It shall be paid within 30 days, otherwise the amount will revert back to the original amounts and never be eligible for reduction again.
Thank you. Was there a lien put on the property?
Yeah, that's why
Okay.
there's a lien, that's why there's a lien fee, because it has to know we get it
So
from.
once I pay those, I should be able to get a lien release or?
Yeah,
We'll
once
do a
everything's
release
taken
agreement.
care of, it gets released.
Okay.
I'll send you a copy of the lease.
Thank you very much for your time.
Good luck. Right. A couple right over there in the corner.
Are you here for 1101 Oakwood Drive?
No,
Oh, you're here for that, okay. That's the next one that I showed that's present. Okay,
Okay, I was trying to call them because they were here very early. Okay,
That's both okay.
that could,
That's the one,
okay, so is that one of the closed cases? Let's go ahead and let them know because they've been sitting there.
yeah, if there's someone here that their case is closed, I think we should tell them that.
Yeah, we should have been told the first thing. Okay,
Okay, which case, I'm sorry,
what's the property address?
6 months out.
okay, yes, so code enforcement is gonna be withdrawing that violation.
I'm so sorry.
Okay, thank you.
But again, it's withdrawn, so. Okay. All right, makes sense.
The next one is case number 20-01487, property address 1101 Oakwood Drive. This is for a violation of section 151. Or the subject violation was 151-04, worked up without a finalized permit. Inspector, please discuss the history of the case as well as the applicable mitigation.
Okay, Rosemary Noble on behalf of the city. This case was started back in March of 2023 by Officer Borrego. A permit was applied for in May of 2023. The permit was finalized on August the 31st, 2023. I received an email requesting a fine reduction. And the fine reduction is as follows. So it looks like there were in violation for 130 days at $100. Yeah, Yes. Fine. This is a new figure, sorry.
Okay.
So it's 130 days times, the 100 is 4.2 months, which is $13,000. And the reduction is $7,800. So that leaves it at 5,200. Plus 150 admin fee, 150 lien fee, $100 ticket, is $5,600. From that, he paid $250. So, total amount pending is 5,350.
And from the property owner, state your name and with.
My name is Mohammed Rahman and I'm the owner of the property. I'm the actually new owner and violation from the previous owner. And I didn't know that. My closing was closed because they say when they check the title, there is no lien. But some reason I have other business here, many years ago. I came to renew my license here. So one of the here, she told me, Mohammed, I know you, and this is your company, and then you got somebody's whatever she was again. So I was like, wow, and then she said, look, this is that, and who sold the property to me, they know about it, and they hide it. So they hide it, but when I get it, I have no choice. When they told me, that I go here, I hired here and protector, and I did as much, as soon as possible, I could complete the job, and I apply the job. So now that is my like extra cost for me and all this. So whatever you can do your best. But too.
And like I said, you heard me say it before.
Yeah,
that-
because
that
it-
kind of
it-
add on it.
yeah, and my title companies told me because they don't check the city, and actually, they checked it. But it's not in the record, like lien on the record, that's what they didn't know.
Sometimes they're wrong.
But they call, the title company call the city. To verify this, but
Mhm.
they technically, maybe they thought it's not their job to inform that they don't have. Because my city of Miami Springs needs some kind of clearance, occupancy from the city. Before the sale transaction going on the close. So nobody informed that that it is informed, it's better for future.
Yeah, it wasn't caught. So you-
Yeah, because I didn't know that it's been there.
Hi, I spoke to Nancy from the title company.
Yeah, you.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
I did, yeah.
yeah,
I
Nancy,
explained it to her.
yeah, so then Nancy also involved with that, and actually when I, contract, previous owner supposed to take the responsibility that in the contract. But they don't do anything, she's not answering my phone, she tried to avoid, she act like she don't know anything.
Where was it that you bought the property?
Huh?
When was it that you bought the property?
I think, 2023 is when you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why, I'm.
I tried to go ahead and see if I could still do with the date, but it's not.
I did my job right away. As soon as they told me, I said, thank you, we have to get it because I cannot ignore it now. If it's ignored, it's gonna be my head.
Right, unfortunately, there's nothing more that I can do to go ahead and reduce it.
That's the.
Did you need a-
Because this is somebody else saying I have to do it.
Did you need additional time to go ahead and do it?
Of course, I'm not ready, but if it's possible, I'll say early, but give me like, the other guy like 6
That's
months.
and it's about the same amount too,
Yes.
so.
Yeah,
Is the city okay with
that
6 months?
direction. Yeah,
Yes, sounded like he was very cooperative and.
yeah, and if I get the money, I talk to the company to talk to the seller, I don't know what happened, if I get
It'll
the
try,
money,
you never know.
I pay off right everything.
All right, so,
But give me the option process.
all right, based on the evidence presented, there is good cause, in addition to the ordinance, the original amount, the amount of $13,000 will be reduced by $7,800, giving a total of $5,200. Then onto that, we add the one-time citation, the amount of $100, $150 in fees and costs, which were part of the order, and then the new amount of $150 regarding the lien fees brings us to a total of $5,350.
Because he paid
Because he paid the $250 beforehand, so it's, the new total was $5,600 minus the payment of $250 for a total of $5,350. Which shall be paid within 6 months, otherwise it will revert back to the original amount and not be eligible for new deduction as well.
Thank you.
First magistrate, the next case we have on the agenda is at 441 Swallow Drive. Okay, that's case number 23-1221. That case was heard at the last hearing. It was set for a hearing because the violator requested an appeal of the citation. However, they failed to appear after notice was provided. Even though it was said, I would need a hearing, even though at that hearing it said, okay, well, we determined that notice was provided, it seems like it was a default. We had nothing to, we didn't actually have an order affirming and then providing a running fine because the violation continues to exist. So it was reset so we could actually just proceed. I thought, Ed, that this was maybe something as far as housekeeping to discuss with you. Maybe if they fail to appear in those situations, we should just proceed to hear the case anyways, so we can put it on the record and get an order.
Agreed, if they don't proceed with the appeal, it's their duty to go ahead and do so, so if they don't do anything about it, and it gets magistrate and they're not here, then we proceed.
Okay, so the inspector is here and has the file. He'll present the case, including evidence of violation notice, so that we'll request the order accordingly.
Okay. For the record of the Valdivia, on 10/23/2023, I cited the property for the road brush. The illegal lumping, they have to put it on the soil a day before the pickup. And it was there before that date. After that, and 11/14, one of the property owners that is on the board of the building came into the city requesting the appeal. And they didn't come to the last hearing. Now for this one, we send the summons, we send everything to the company and we post it to the property served. They're not here. And the violation was corrected by the city because they fixed up the garbage every week, but the ticket was not paid.
And is here noted again, that's what stated, that there's nobody here on behalf of the respondent, what is the city requesting in this?
The city would request that the initial penalty be imposed. The expected initial penalty was not,
250?
was it paid?
No.
Okay, so that the initial penalty be paid, a per diem cost of the amount of $250.
That's compliant.
I'm sorry, wait a minute, this is in compliance, so
Yeah,
the
it's
initial,
compliant for the-
so the only thing is the initial penalty of $250 and cost of the hearing, which we actually done twice, but we're only gonna ask for a court cost in the amount of $150.
Okay, and now in terms of service, was it sent, was the notice of violation sent certified mail return receipt and posted? The citation, okay, and was the summons to appear with another, a notice of hearing, was that also sent certified mail return receivers? Okay, I hereby find that there was proper service and the violation as stated in the citation did exist. It has been corrected by the city. However, the citation amounting the amount of $250 remains outstanding. And as such, I'm gonna go ahead and turn order, finding that there was proper service and imposing that one-time fine amount of $250 from the citation. Granting the city's request in the amount of $150, fees and costs incurred by the city regarding this case and bringing it to magistrate.
Last case on the agenda is case number 19, number 2 on under new business, case number 19-02307, House Address 340 South Melrose Drive. This is for violation of section 151-04, won't perform without a finalized permit. This appears to have been an offense that was completed. To this day, no after the fact permit has been pulled and removed non-compliance. The citation was issued on August 11, 2023, carried with it $100 initial penalty that was not paid, and no appeal or request for hearing was received. Inspector, please plead into the record and discuss the nature of the violation and provide proof of service.
For the city, Rosemary Noble. So this case was for a dirt fence, started on September 25th, 2019. I observed the installation of the new dirt fence. The previous fence was a wood fence. Notice violation was posted at the property on 9/26/2019. Never heard back from these people until I went by again in August of 2023 where I posted a $100 citation. I sent it via certified mail return receipt 8091-2894. As of September 7th, 2023, there was still no permit. Citation has not been paid. So I referred it to the special magistrate. On the 26th of January, I posted and mailed the summons to appear. A certified letter return receipt 8091-0166. Now, I heard from one of the neighbors that they were out of the country. So when they left, I don't know. But this has been sitting for a while.
For 20 days. All right, so what was the last check in the system to see if they have any permit applications?
Today,
No permit application, right?
no.
All right, what is your requesting?
City would request the initial penalty of $100 to be affirmed, no time for compliance, $100 per diem be imposed, as well as the $150 court costs.
All right, I hereby find that there was proper service under the violation as stated in the notice of violation. Citation did exist and continues to exist. I'm hereby imposing the one-time fine of $100 as stated in the citation and ordering the property owners to continue to compliance and a per diem fine of $100 a day to start accruing immediately. Also granting the city's request in the amount of $150. Oh, the per diem $100 a day until the violation is corrected. I'm also granting the city's request in the amount of $150 for taking costs incurred by the city regarding this case and bringing it to magistrate.
So do I start the fines tomorrow? Or
Correct.
tomorrow?
If I may, for my own records, I don't have case number 7 under new business. A result for that one, 1255 Starling.
To the agenda at the beginning.
Okay.
I missed that. So that case would come into compliance and code enforcement has closed the file.
Perfect. So that one's done.
Came in and they paid. What was pending?
Awesome. And then on that same new business, case number 10, 300 Westward Drive.
Shows closed on the agenda.
The Ulysses said to go ahead and close it.
Okay. It's being withdrawn by code enforcement.
All right, that concludes our meeting for today. Thank you so much.
All set. Thank you. 6:22 p.m. Yes.